Hi, welcome to the Driving Instructor Masterclass, brought to you by Marmalade Insurance and myself, Chris Benstead. I've been a driving instructor for over 12 years, and we're going to have a look at elements of driving, things that you'll need to know for your driving tests, looking at things like stalling, manoeuvres, and how to deal with other situations. And to make sure that you're keeping up with the series, subscribe to Marmalade's YouTube channel so that you'll get all of the installations as they're released. This episode, we're going to be having a look at the reverse bay park. So reversing into a parking space, getting between those lines and making sure that you don't hit anything on the way in. Good observations to spot those pedestrians that might be hanging around, and making sure that you don't go back too far, but you do go back far enough. So we're going to have a look at the reverse bay park. So the purpose of the manoeuvre is exactly as it sounds, to reverse into a parking space. In real life, it would be between two parked cars. But on the driving test, it's 3 spaces, and you're going for that central space, usually done at the test centre car park. So let's have a go at the bay park. So lots of observations, making sure that it's safe, pulling past the space. I'm looking to see where those white lines are, so I can get an idea of roughly where I've got to position to get it right. If you know where those lines are, if it's not right, then you'll be able to correct it for next time. Having a good look round, making sure it's safe, and then turning that wheel all the way in, looking up and down the road, keeping the car nice and slow, and looking in those mirrors to see where the white lines are. You can adjust it on the way in if you need to, or once it's round and you straighten up, if it's not quite right, then you can pull forwards, looking around for traffic or pedestrians, pulling forwards, and then just reversing back. And the trick to reversing back is turn the way that you want the back of the car to go. And that's the reverse bay park. Let's have a go at the 45-degree angle, which is another option that you might want to use. So something you'll often see experienced drivers do is turn out to turn in. So they turn themselves to about 45 degrees to make it easier to reverse in. What a lot of people don't realise, perfectly acceptable for the driving test. And I think it makes the manoeuvre a bit easier. So let's have a go. It's going to be exactly the same approach, same observations, looking all around, making sure that we know exactly what's going on. And then as we come up to the space, as the line kind of disappears at the front, we're going to be turning out, looking over that right shoulder, making sure that it's safe there. Turning it, across at the front as far as we can, and then we're going to be reversing and dropping into that space. So as we come back, turning that wheel back round, and you see the line on your left-hand side appearing first, and then this line on the right-hand side appears, and you can see when you're nice and straight into that space. And then reversing back, looking out the back, looking over the shoulders, looking up and down the road, ending up inside that space with what I would say is an easier reverse. And that is the 45-degree bay park. So that's the 2 manoeuvres. Focus on those observations, get an idea of your car and where those different reference points are, as in lines that you can use, things that you can look for in the mirrors and out of the windows. And with a bit of practice, shouldn't be a problem.